type type your questions in the chat. And while some questions are being typed, I just want to speak about what some of my takeaways were from what you said. I like the fact that you were emphasizing on the importance of your mindset, and I don't think we realize how important our mindset is. I think we downplay how much we can actually affect our mindset. We are fully in control of our mindset, Vuyi. It's completely up to us. It's not up to other people. We often blame other people. We blame what people have said to us. We blame what people may have done to us, but we don't actually realize that our mindset is completely up to us. We
That's
determine
true.
our mindset. And I love what you said about get rid of the box. It's not even about thinking outside of the box. Get rid of it completely and allow the fear to propel you. That's just amazing. Allow the fear to propel you because the fear is not necessarily something you can always control. That's going to be there, but you can control how you respond to it. So allowing the fear to propel you is something that I feel a lot of us can use. So I'm looking at the chat now. Any questions? Any questions for Mr. Vuyi? Is there anybody with any questions?
I have a question.
All right, thank you. Yes.
All right, this is Dichaba Kupai. I just wanted to find out that apart from reading, what other tools do you use to actually change your mindset around having imposter syndrome? Because I picked up that, okay, reading and affirming yourself. If you don't have the support structure that, which really is a privilege that not everyone has, what other tools would you recommend that we use on ourselves to get over it?
All right. Thank you very much for your question. You actually, as you asking that question, you're taking me back to that one of my previous employment where I had a terrible boss. The environment was not conducive, but I think I have a strong willpower. I always try to take the challenge as it comes, and I will tell myself that this is temporary. I'm here to learn a lesson. I am here because God is preparing a next step for me, and maybe it was necessary for me to go through this. I I sometimes will come back frustrated because you deserve to be there, but that fear, that doubt, that's pulling you back. And I'll take a walk. Literally, for me, it was reading, it was changing my mindset and taking long walks. And I'll speak to myself to say, but what will happen if I just open my mouth and just speak? Will it be that bad? Maybe I'll overcome that embarrassment, but maybe they have something that they will be interested for me to hear. So I think what worked for me was physical exercises. And like you said, fortunately for me, I had people who surrounded me, who believed in me in that. And then I'll take books. And Toastmasters, it is the platform. I will recommend find a Toastmaster. It is a positive and supportive learning environment. Go there, meet with these amazing people. You will see it just do something to your confidence, that you are in the same room with people that had fear of public speaking, people who could not express themselves eloquently, and they came together, and the amazing work that they do in their platform. So I will recommend look for Toastmasters, might be able to assist you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Vuyi. I just want to read this comment from Mbali in the chat, and it says, the mindset plays a vital point in who we are and how we present ourselves. When you begin with the self before you allow external forces to affect you, then a lot changes in what you allow to affect you. And I think that actually is quite a good summary of what you were speaking about. And I just want to say thank you once again, Vuyi, for that. I think that was very insightful. And we're going to move on now. And just before I introduce the next speaker, I just want to remind you of the purpose of our Finish Strong Thursdays. Is to empower professionals and to empower entrepreneurs to finish the year strong as we plan for the new year. And as Vuyi said in his session, mindset is very important. And it's very important that we are aligned. We have the right mindset in order to achieve the plans and the dreams and the goals that we have. And collaboration, career advancements, navigating through the workspace and the market, how to present yourselves, those are all topics that we cover during our Finish Strong Thursdays. And we strongly encourage you to even extend this invitation to other entrepreneurs or professionals, because we feel that this is very helpful and beneficial to a lot of people. And just a reminder, on social media, we are using the hashtag Finish Strong Thursdays. All right, so now without any further waste of time, I want to introduce the next speaker. His name is Gerrit Pienaar, and he is based in Pretoria. He's well known for the designs that he creates for celebrities. He is actually the designer for the 2024 Mrs. South Africa winner. Can you believe it? And his motto is reinvent yourself, stay humble, be positive, and listen to your clients' needs. And he is in the creative space. And I think this is going to give us a fresh perspective of how he operates in the creative space. And so I want to hand over to you, Mr. Gerrit. Thank you very much.
Thanks for that. Basically, I should be the epitome of this syndrome. Okay, because I'm going to give you a very short synopsis of where I come from. My dad was the principal of a school and my mother was an actress. Okay, fine. So obviously I've got the genes from my mom. But when I was back in the day, they realized that they've got this creative, arty-farty kid. And I was 6 years old, right? In a Afrikaans conservative environment. And they gave me a Barbie doll and some fabric and say, there you go, create. And my dad, I'll never forget, when I went to high school, he said to me, you can sing, you can do art, you can do ballet, you can do whatever, but you will play rugby and you will do sport. And you have to find a balance being creative and what people expect of you. All right. So then I couldn't decide what the hell I wanted to do. So I studied pharmacy for a year. I hated it. Then I said to them, you know what? I really don't like to go the normal way. So they said, okay, fine. You have to do 2 degrees and then you can do what you want. So I studied law and I did an honors in criminology. Then after the criminology honors, couldn't find anything that I wanted to do, carried on for about 1.5 years. And I can remember it was the middle of the month, I went home and I wanted a bit of cash, I mean, I'm now short of cash. And my dad said to me, so what did you do with your allowance? I said, nah, don't be difficult, kind of stuff. He gave me money till the end of the month for a loaf of bread and a liter of milk per day and petrol back home, back to Pretoria. And when I was driving back, I thought, Sherbet, you know what? Now I'm in trouble. I have to make a plan. And I swear, I decided, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And he said, I'm going to do arranged clothing. No experience, nothing. All right. But I had a sewing machine. So I made 4 dresses. I sold them. I took that money and I made a range. And from that day that I started doing this range, it was 9 weeks and I had 2 job offers. Okay. So then it was, I knew zero. And I thought, you know what? If I really get stuck, I will buy a pattern And I think it was 9 years. That is the first time that I bought a pattern. I thought, well, this is bullshit. You know, this is far too hard. It's too difficult. And I just carried on with my own way. But I was exposed at that time. I was exposed to qualified designers, very, big names, etc., etc., etc. And I'll never forget, I was young. And I had to judge some designer competition. And two of those designers said, they just want to mention that everybody must have some form of qualification to be a judge. So I said, okay, obviously you're referring to me. So at that time and stage, I was the most successful of them all. So I said, but let's judge then success. Who does the best around here? Who's got the most clients? Who does the most sales, etc., etc. And then quiet. But nevertheless, being in the creative field, you are forever unsure of what you do. Okay, if it is the best, if not. So years ago, I really had a struggle with that. And then I went to a psychologist or whatever, and she said to me, but listen to your inner voice. And I said, yeah, okay. And she said, yeah, your alter ego. And I must tell you one thing, my alter ego is my best friend because I chat to my alter ego all the time. And my alter ego will say, this is not good enough, that's not good enough, because I am a perfectionist. But you'll do stuff because of the time frame, because of, it's okay. And my alter ego will always say, no. And I taught myself, whenever I feel insecure in a situation or about a design or whatever, I normally write down a problem. And if I can do something about the problem, I find a solution. If I can't, I scratch it out. I literally take a pen and scratch it out, and I forget about it. It's the same with, for instance, what happened yesterday is I got a mother of the groom. The brides and her mother, their dresses are made by a very well-known French designer. All right. So immediately I said, oh my God, really? And immediately you feel insecure. And my solution to that was, okay, if I Google this dude, what he does, okay? So I Googled him, checked out his designs, and I said to her, you know what? I'm very good at draping. It's a technique. I'm very good at draping. He's not good at draping. So I'm gonna give you this dress with that kind of detail and with this draping because I know I'm good at it. But it's a competitive. I see it as a positive. So I learn all the time. If I doubt myself, I would ask, why do you doubt yourself? You can do it. And then I do it. That's why I also am very popular amongst matric dance dresses, all right? And I deal with the youngsters because they challenge me. So I'm never I created myself. I'm never in a safe space because I was in a safe space and it was quite boring before COVID. And obviously COVID was disastrous for anybody in the creative field. I mean, I didn't have a flippant clue what is going to happen. And so many many designers and creatives just left and they are gone. And I saw it, instead of blaming COVID, I saw it as one hell of a big opportunity. And once again, my alter ego would say, okay, but what are you going to do now? I mean, there are no weddings, there are no functions with that. And I tried everything. I've done everything. And then eventually I said, this is the niche. And then everything came back to normality. And because of the persistence of being positive and listening to my alter ego and say, yes, you can do that. I'm the busiest now that I've ever been in my whole life. And I just think, if you see, you mustn't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to yourself. You know your ability. You know what you can do. And if you can better that, why not? I mean, otherwise, you're going to be a boring, flippant person, a self-inflated person that doesn't do anything new. My mom said at 85, she's not tired of learning. And I will always remember that, because we are here to learn. We are here to experience new things. And I have to fight any form of insecurity. And I always would say, I do role play. If I am in a situation that I feel insecure, I do role play. Then I become the designer. And I know exactly what people want. They want me to flap my arms. They want me to be witty. Then I just play a role. And that takes away my insecurity. So basically, yes, at the end of the day, I really think imposter syndrome is a positive that you can work at, but you have to listen to your inner voice to overcome that. If your inner voice becomes too strong, say, back off. It's like a bad friend that takes too much energy. Go away. And tomorrow is another day, and there you go. Then you're positive again. Okay. Thank you.